Okay, so I'm gonna try to talk as loud as I can so that you can hear me, because I don't have like a microphone or anything on, obviously. But I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to cut your chunks and your Snarky bars. So first of all, with the chunk, what you have to do is actually you have to heat it up first. And it's going to be dependent on the actual chunk itself. But I usually do about 10 seconds on each side. If it's not hot enough, and you want it to be really warm to the touch, like really warm to the touch. If that's not hot enough, then I usually do 5 seconds on the side, 5 seconds on the side, see how it is, and if it's still, then I just continue to do 5 seconds until it's hot enough, turning it. So I actually have a soap cutter. You can do this with a regular knife, but I have the soap cutter because this is how I make my samples. But basically for at home, I usually cut mine into 4. So I put it on its side, and excuse me, the dog's barking. I put it on its side. I'm actually going to move this just a little bit so I can actually see it. And you're going to see my head shadows probably, because I like to make sure it's pretty centered. Probably a little bit. Okay. So then, because it's hot, it should cut fairly easily. See how easy it's going down? And you're going to put even pressure down. All the way through. All right, so that's one cut. See how easy it went? Because it was nice and hot. And then I cut it again this way. Again, I'd like to make it sure it's pretty even. And this is what I actually put into my actual shower in a Ziploc container. Some of you have given the Ziploc container to you already. I'm going to do this one as well. See? Easy. So now you have 4 pieces. It's easy to handle. You lather this up either with like a loofah or sponge, or just within your hands, and you don't need to shower with it. So that's the chunk. Again, you do have to heat up the chunk because it is too dense to do the cut on its own. Now, saying that, keep in mind for the Snarky, you do not heat up the Snarky. If you heat up the Snarky, it will melt. I should have opened this beforehand, so I apologize. Oh man, that's good. This one's appealed to me. A retired one, but it smells amazing. This smells good. And I do the same thing on its side. Again, you do not heat up a Snarky. And you cut down. This is going to need a little bit more pressure, so you do not heat it up. I was able to, I heated the Vanity Fair almost perfect, so it was really easy. And this is part's the boring part. I know, sorry about that. Usually it's easier than this, maybe because it's cold outside and it's cold in here. Okay, so I got that cut, and again, I just cut it again. Oops. I cut it again. There's 2 pieces. And, oops, 2 pieces again. And again, I just use a cutting board. I put a piece of wax paper on it, just especially with these being hot. I don't want it to stick very much to the cutting board itself if it does. And then I just use, again, I have a soap cutter because I use, obviously I do samples, but you can use a regular knife. Probably, oh, it's not clean. Just a regular, butcher knife would probably be fine, or any kind, like I said, any knife, as long as it's sharp. And then with the chunk, again, you do have to heat it up. If you have any questions about heating up the chunks, please let me know. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. And then, like I said, I throw one of these in the shower with me. Usually I have one of each in the shower, in a little Ziploc container, so they last a long time. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was helpful, and it benefits you in the future. Thanks.